news is that the most recent GDP quarterly number is 5%. That's lower. That's the lowest it's been in 6 years. It's much lower than the 7.5% when the UPA handed over to this government. And it really marks a complete collapse in growth that's been gathering pace for a couple of years. The economic slowdown is widespread. Agriculture is growing very slowly. Manufacturing growth is almost flat. And sectors ranging from automobiles to textiles all the way down to Parle-G biscuits, sales have been dropping very fast and lakhs of people have been let off. In fact, the closest the textile industry is at this point doing to support the economy is advertising how badly it's doing in newspapers. The GDP numbers can be a little difficult to comprehend in simple terms. If you think of them in terms of jobs, about 1% of GDP growth translates roughly into 60 lakh jobs. And if you assume every family has 5 members, that's about 3 crore people directly affected by the growth. So if the economy is slowing down by 2 to 3%, then you're having a job impact of 6 to 9 crores. That's how many jobs are being lost every year because of the economic slowdown. So how does this affect you? When businesses facing weak demand downsize and let go of workers, those workers have less money to spend. When they spend less money, it generates lower economic activity and growth drops further. This vicious circle then leads to an equilibrium where the economy is not picking up and needs government intervention to fix. And this we haven't really seen happening to the extent required. In comparison with the UPA, growth is down, investment is down, and unemployment is much higher. So this is a very poor performance indeed. Government, unfortunately, has been very slow to respond to this problem. Some of the measures they've announced, like the merger of banks, doesn't really solve the problem. It just kicks the can down the road and creates the impression that the government is taking action. A lot of the government's own policies have helped produce this outcome. Demonetization destroyed the balance sheets of millions of small businesses and individuals. The very poor and hasty GST implementation further raised the cost of doing business, particularly for small enterprises. And all of this has contributed to this sorry outcome. What the government needs to do is take measures to actually increase demand in a concrete way, rather than symbolic steps that are meant to generate newspaper headlines but don't really tackle the problem.